I'm working on a Viscount organ, and the model is Chorum 90. And the problem is that some of the foot pedals don't work. Some of them do not engage, so I'm going to remove it by removing the two pins at the ends and removing the whole assembly. There is a cable in the center, very fragile, so be careful with the cable. And then I'm going to open it up and see what's wrong. Remove the two pins from the corner by using a magnet that will lift up. And there is a cable in the center. It's very fragile. I'm going to mark it up so that way I don't have to worry about placing in the proper way later. This cable comes off. I'll be very gentle. That's all it is. And now we can move the entire assembly and then open it up, this part, and take a look what's wrong with the pedals. This is what it looks like from the bottom, and everything is solid oak. All these pedals are solid oak, and the spring, the steel springs are at the top in this position, so they are in the back, and the switch and the damping material is right here in the front. So I'm going to open it up and see what's wrong with the switches for each of the pedals. There are 5 of these pedals that do not work properly. There's the damping material. Everything is very solid, but I think the switch is not the best quality, and I think some of the switches need attention. In order to access the switches in the front, I will need to remove these 3 screws here and the 4 in the bottom. And this is the connecting sockets. When you remove this switch cover, after removing the 7 screws, be very careful with the cable. There's a cable to that little socket, so you can lift it up very gently. Now you want to be very slow and careful because you have a short cable right there. So this cable has to stay in place. You don't want to put any strain on the cable. And now we can see the 2 printed circuit boards on both sides. And they all have switches. And I'm going to zoom in on the switch and now maybe turn on the light. And these are the tiny switches that probably need a little attention. So I'm going to remove the printed circuit board and then see what's happening with the switches. You remove the board by unscrewing Phillips 1 screws, 10 of them, and you can remove it safely. You have to unplug this red plug from here. And this side was the only one that was causing trouble, so I'm going to take a look at this one. And I marked the one that was in particular troublesome. This one didn't work too well. The switches on the board, on this pedal board, and this is the part number if you want to order a new one. And there are 2 of them. This is one side, so the other side will have 17 of them. And when you measure resistance of each of these, it doesn't go to 0, so it's not a steel plate, it's not a clicking tactile switch, but it's a super quiet rubber, conductive rubber. Now this is the resistance of one of them when I press the button. So I have about 300-400 ohms. If I go to another one, this one was causing some trouble. I'm not sure if it's the resistance to blame, but there may be something else. And I'll show you in a moment what could go wrong. Now this one's got about 1 kilo ohms when you press it, and this is the one that didn't work too well. However, I'm not sure if this is the resistance to blame. I think the resistance is within anything below 10K, 10 kilo ohms will be fine, I guess. Let's go to the next one. And this will be another 500 ohms, so 500 ohms seems to be good. Let's go at random. Let's try another one. Now this is another one, about 500-600 ohm when I press it. So if I press it very gently, it goes about 5 kilo ohms. If I press it harder, it goes below 1K. So they work, I think. A couple of problems that I did see on the board is, first of all, near the socket, I did see some residue that looks like not properly rinsed from production. So I'm going to clean it with alcohol, with isopropyl alcohol, 91%, and a toothbrush. So this will be cleaned. And also I did see some point that may potentially be cold solder near the pins of the switches. So I'll resolder each and every one of them and then put it together and see what happens. This residue nicely cleaned up with rubbing alcohol and a toothbrush. And what I'm going to do is resolder each and every one of these little switches, because they don't seem to have good soldering connection at each and every point. So I'm going to just make sure and resolder everything. I have resoldered every single spot, every single soldering point on the board, including the plug here. And I'm going to put it back. And I did, while soldering, I did see a few questionable connections. So I'm going to remove the other side, this side of the board, and also do resoldering of every single connecting point. So this will be put back and put to the test. It's actually the other way around. This is the way it is mounted. So I'm going to do the other part and then test it, and we'll notify if there's continued ongoing problem. If there's ongoing problem, I'll simply order from Mauser or Newark, some good supplier, these little switches and replace them all. I have resoldered every single point on the board, and quite a few of them had a problem. They were cold solder points. And now I'm going to put it back, but I would suggest to the manufacturer to consider using reed switches in glass tube instead of these, or use Hall effect sensors, which would be permanent. This would never fail. And then on the other end would be a little magnet to activate the reed switch or the Hall sensor. Something to consider, because these are okay, but I don't see them working for over 10 years. I mean, they will start to fail, as this one did after 3 years, only 3 years. And I'm sure that the board can be purchased as a replacement part. And let me just see, there's the number right here. So if anybody needs to, this is the number of the board. And the other one I had already pictured in the first part of the video. Now I'm going to place it back and give it a test. Everything is finished. The screws, that's a Phillips number 1. All these little screws in the printer's circuit boards. And I'm going to put it back, the cover. Now this I'm going to tighten by hand. I'm not going to use a drill, but by hand, because the thread is into the wood. Now the pedal board has been reconnected, and all the pedals seem to work perfectly fine. So there's no problem at all. And one thing is that these are not touch sensitive. It's only on off, and I'm going to demonstrate it right now. So I touch it very gently, and there's nothing, and a sound, which means that a reed switch or Hall effect sensor work perfectly fine. Now these were the worst, and they worked perfectly fine. Now this was the bad one. Yeah, they work fine. So this is it. So you have the Viscount organ with the pedal board acting up. You take it apart, resolder the contacts, clean them with isopropyl alcohol, put them back together, and hopefully this will work. Give a thumbs up if you like this video.